All right, hello, Randolph High School. This is Mr. Novak with you today, as well as Mr. Torsiello. Mr. Torsiello and I are starting a new program at RHS. It is called the Celebration of Student Recognition and Achievement, where essentially we will be taking one or two students each month and recognizing them and, of course, celebrating what they've achieved. And so we are proud to announce the first two that we have us for this month is Joel Yurchuk and Shelson Vasquez.
Thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it.
So, go ahead, Mr. Torsiello.
What we're really looking to do here is teachers. We've asked the entire staff to nominate students for their outstanding work, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. And out of the pool of students that we saw, you two stood out by far the most. And the reviews that you got from your teachers were just absolutely spectacular. So we really appreciate you guys coming on. So before we get started with the actual interview, would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Joelle. Thanks for having us.
Hey, I'm Chelsea Vasquez, and thank you for having us, and hope we spend a good time.
No doubt. We're happy to have you. So we're just going to start with the first question, and we're going to start with you, Joelle, if you don't mind. So considering all the achievements that you have, that you've done, and I'm sure that you're going to continue to do, what motivates you to excel both academically and in extracurriculars?
For me personally, I feel like the people I surround myself with is important. Like my family and friends are always like pushing me, encouraging me to do my best in everything that I do. And like even like my teammates and my classmates in like academically and athletically, like they're always pushing me to like be better because like they're doing better, so I want to do better. It's kind of like, but I never want to be like too like competitive with them. It's more like I like to be like self-motivated and like kind of competitive with myself. And like if I know that I can do better, if I have more potential to do better in like anything that I'm doing, I want to always be like reaching my limit almost.
That's awesome. Well said.
Chelsea, what about you? What motivates you the most?
Well, I think that what motivates me the most is myself, really, because every time that I need like that little push to keep working for, and when I feel like I'm gonna just give up, I think about what I'm gonna become. I feel like all the goals that I'm gonna achieve in the future are very incredible. I feel like I'm gonna be able to help my community, my family and friends. And I just get like very excited every time that I think of being a surgeon and a good woman in life.
So I really like what you said there, like you're motivated by what you're going to become. So not only being a surgeon, a good woman, what are some goals that you want to become, and keeps you motivated to keep up that excellence inside the classroom, socially in the hallways, doing your extracurriculars, what is that goal for you?
Well, I want to be the kind of person who can help anyone who needs it. I really want to like keep being bilingual. I also want to learn other type of languages, and I try like to achieve like the most like type of intelligence I can. I love to have like knowledge about like different topics, and so that's what I'm like trying to achieve in the future.
What about you, Joelle?
What goals do I have?
Oh yeah.
I just want to be like she said, like just like I don't really know how to explain it. Just like this, like know as much as possible and be like the smartest I can be in life. I feel like it's gonna help me in the future if I'm even, and like I want to create like a good habits and a good work ethic like young, so that in the future it's easier for me, because I want to go into engineering in school. So I know it's gonna be challenging, but if I have these good study habits and I'm like motivated to learn more, I know it'll be easier.
That's great. And I really love how both of you, you're just talking about being your best, which I think is important, even in, whether it's sports or phys ed or whatever it may be. I know something I say all the time or try to is, you don't have to be the best, because that's really hard, right? To be the best at whatever it is. But if you be your best, right, or try to be your best, that's a big deal there. And so I think it's really cool that both of you are, you've basically said that there. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and I think too, trying to become your best, really trying to like reach that potential, you need to overcome adversity. Can you think of a time throughout your high school career where you had faced some adversity and how you were able to overcome that, whether it be, you know, on the hockey rink or in the classroom, you know, outside of school completely? Where did you find that adversity, and how did you make yourself the best you can be from that?
Well, I remember when I came to this school and I was new in the country. I only had like 1 year living here and it was pandemic time. So it was really hard for me to communicate because I didn't know the language. And it was very frustrating like in the classroom because even if like everyone was like welcome me and be like make me a part of the school community, I couldn't do it that much because I didn't have the language to do so. So I started to read more books. I learned a lot of vocabulary so I could like communicate with others, and I just put like to aside the fears that I had, and I just tried my best to do it, and it ended up being something good because nobody laughed at me, nobody like did something wrong to me, so I had that support from the high school.
For me, I would say probably it was like right before the pandemic, I broke my ankle playing hockey, and I had to get surgery, and I was on crutches, and I was kind of out for like the whole hockey season, which was really upsetting for me because hockey was like my outlet, like my time with my friends, and like I was playing on a club team then. I was pretty serious about it. So I was really upset, but it kind of forced me to shift my mindset more towards academics, which I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for this broken ankle. And like I was able to like think of other things besides hockey. It gave me like a chance to like develop academically, and even like with my friends and stuff, like I wasn't all about hockey anymore, and I think that was important because it made me have like a variety of skills almost.
Yeah, it almost makes you become more whole in that sense. You know,
Yeah.
you become a little more diversified. That's really cool.
I just love how both of you you pivoted, right? You adapted with the hard times, and you went in a better direction and you figured it out. And so we are at 7 minutes and 20 seconds here.
So you want that final question that we have?
Yes. So that's what I was going to say. Let's do one more question, and I would love to sit and continue to talk here, but we do have a time restriction that we're trying to stick to, and so we're just going to end with this. Would you like to give a shout out to anyone in the Randolph community? So anyone that has helped make an impact on your life in any way?
I feel like it's impossible to like name like just one person that's helped me like throughout my life. Like obviously my family and friends have always been there for me, and like my coaches, my teachers, like I wouldn't be here without any of them. So I feel like I can't name just one person. They've all had such a great impact on my life, and they've helped me, like they've motivated me, inspired me, and encouraged me so that I could be here.
Makes sense. Chelsea?
I agree with that, but I actually have like two people that have been really important for my life. One of them is Mr. Moses. He like make me be on time every day. He will mark me late as many times as he can, so I would like try harder and come in time. He teach me that it really mattered. And also Miss Coppola, because English class has been really hard for me, and she has been like very like patient, and she has like make me believe in myself and like give like the things that I know how to do. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, you two, for sharing.
Yeah, so I think that concludes our first episode. If I speak for all four of us, I say that was a success.
No doubt.
I agree. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
No doubt. Thank you so much, you two.